ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the one, the only, the true, the original My Philippines Interest. And I am your host, Mr. John Manley. And we'd like to wish you all a Happy New Year 2023. 2022, no longer here. And what a year it was. And what a show we have for you folks. As many of you know, there were lots of things that happened in the year 2022. And in particular, there was a showdown that almost happened at TGIF. For quite some time, this ongoing battle has been going back and forth. And finally, through all the name calling, through all the go fuck your horse, it looked like it was going to happen, folks. The big showdown in the Philippines. In one corner, we have a person very angry, saying that when they left Hawaii and arrived back in the Philippines, that they were going to do bodily harm to this other person for the horrible things he has said about his horse-faced girlfriend and her 32 children. And in the other corner, we have another person saying that because this other person was singing inappropriate songs to a child, and because this other person called his mama and said he died of COVID, that he was going to get a beatdown. It looked like things were going to happen, folks. It looked like things were going to happen. The big showdown at TGIF. I just want to take a moment, folks, just to thank you all for stopping by and visiting the one, the true, the only, the original My Philippines Interest. I'm your host, Mr. John Manley. And remember, folks, I'm here because you're there. And I don't have orange hair. All right. Back to the story now, folks. So we have the two YouTubers squaring off in the center of the floor at the TGIF arena. And it looked like things were going to happen, folks, but nothing happened. And many of you out there would say that both of these guys are cowards, are nothing but big pussycats. And maybe you're right. But what do you all think would have happened? What would have been the outcome? If we analyze it a little bit, we have one person that said when they returned to the Philippines from Hawaii, that they were going to do some serious damage for the horrible things this other person said. Then we have the other person who said because this other person sang inappropriate songs to a child and called his dear mama and said that he died of COVID, that he was going to give this person a beatdown. Who is the bigger coward? Well, one person did show up. One person made the first move by showing up. Whether they did anything or not from that point on, who knows what would have happened, but they made the first move. When do things go too far, folks? When do we cross the line? For example, let's listen to something that was said recently.
MJ, major fence jumper. Why that chick married him, I have no fucking idea. That fucking wetback, she could have done a hell of a lot better than him. And now is he growing that stupid little wetback mustache again? No fucking idea. That fucking wetback, she could have done a hell of a lot better than him. And now is he growing that stupid little wetback mustache again?
Wowzer!
Stupid little wetback that mustache wetback.
I don't know, folks. That sounded like it crossed the line. That went a little too far. the insults, racism, hate. The Philippines is no place for that kind of an attitude, those kinds of beliefs. We've heard many things from this person, saying that the people of the Philippines were greedy MFers. Some other YouTubers were mud pies. And now this because of a mustache. Folks, I want to thank you for tuning in to the one, the only, the true, the original My Philippines Interest. I'm your host, Mr. John Manley. And folks, please avoid people like this. Please do not be people like this. Let's hope everyone has a great 2023. See you next week, folks.